My name is Ebony Cook, and I'm doing a documentary on the school food influence type 2 diabetes. We all know that obesity is constantly increasing and increasing in the high school students. Now, throughout the whole year, students spend over half a year in school. So does school food influence type 2 diabetes? Well, I have 4 high school students and a person with type 2 diabetes herself with their opinions.
I'm Thomas Clifton. I am 18 and I'm a senior at Budd High School.
My name is Jenna Perry. I'm 17 and I'm in 12th grade.
My name is Stacia Williams. I'm 17 and I'm in the 12th grade.
Hi, I'm Carly Smith. I am 17 years old and I am in 12th grade.
I am Maxine Perry. I am a type 2 diabetic.
No, I don't think that school food is good because what tends to happen with me is I play sports, and a lot of times what happens with me is that the food that I eat at lunch will give me gas, or it'll hurt my stomach or something like that, or I'll have trouble going to the bathroom and things like that, and that's why I don't think that the school food is as good as they say it is.
Processed foods are really any food that was, made in a factory. It's not really organic. Lots of filler stuff and chemicals, mostly preservatives and things that make it not go bad as fast, but generally it's not very good for you.
So when I eat food that's not good for me, I get real bad gas, and I have a big belly, and I get acne real bad. And I get sleepy a lot. I sleep a lot.
Whenever I eat school food, I feel like I'm weighed down. I'm really full. And I just don't want to do anything or in class or pay attention or anything. I would rather bring food from home because school food is kind of nasty. It's just like greasy and it just feels old. Food from home is a lot better.
But I bring food from home because it's nasty. The food at school is nasty and it makes me throw up every time I eat it. So I just rather bring food from home.
No, I don't think that it helps me because it's more of a pain a lot of times because I'm sitting in class and I'm distracted because my stomach's bothering me and things like that, or it's that or I haven't eaten enough because a lot of times the food that I eat at lunch isn't quite enough for me to feel full as long as I need to be. A lot of times during practice I'll get hungry and things like that, so I don't think that's enough for me.
As a vegetarian, I hardly ever eat school food. When I do, it's usually something like French fries that I know isn't very good for me, and that's a supplement to my own lunch that I brought from home. Because even the vegetables that are offered in the cafeteria, I know that they're not really as good for you as fresh, unprocessed vegetables would be. So I always bring my lunch to school.
Yes, I can see how school lunch can influence type 2 diabetes. Most of the kids who are in school are eating school lunches from the time they're 5, 6 years old to they're 18 or 19 years old. And eating bad food for you, that long food that is full of preservatives or hasn't been cooked that well and things like that can influence your health. And yes, I can see why school food can induce type 2 diabetes.
I would definitely say that it does influence type 2 diabetes because when you think about it, really any unhealthy food influences a disease like that, and clearly school food isn't very healthy.
Well, I think school food does have an effect, and it does contribute to type 2 diabetes because it's not as healthy as people would think it is because it's processed, frozen, and it's just not as healthy as food from other places.
Eating school food could totally make a student eat more than they should or eat not the right stuff because they have fries almost every day and cookies every day, and cookies make you fat.
As a diabetic, what are some improvements that the school can make to the school food?
They can have more baked food and more vegetables. They can serve more portions of vegetables and more baked stuff than they do like the processed food. My advice is to try to eat right. Only eat the foods that are less starch, less sweets, if you have to bring your own lunch from home.
Do you think school food provides enough food there to eat healthy, or?
No, I don't.
Now, you have heard from the 4 high school students and an expert herself. And now, the decision is all up to you. It is your choice to either parents have your students eat school food or have them bring their own food. Now, for the older high school students, such as the juniors and the seniors, it's up to you to make your own decision and decide whether school food is good for your health. Because soon enough, you have to be going to college. And who's going to help you then?
So I love it when she'll cook like a turkey or a ham or something like that, and I have a couple slices of that. And so I think that a meal full of green beans, collards, and ham, and maybe some applesauce is really good for you.
And a person with type 2 diabetes herself. I know I'm still broken.
I would say that processed foods are...
And it makes me sick.
Hi, my name is... It might take something wrong with me. Okay, here we go, baby.